And welcome back. He is the authority on European travel. We're talking about Rick Steves. He was in town yesterday as part of the Palm Springs Library Speaker Series and for the Friends of the Palm Springs Cultural Center. We had a chance to visit with him about the importance of travel beyond being a tourist.
Hi, I'm Rick Steves. Hi, I'm Rick Steves. Hi, I'm Rick Steves.
What is it about Europe that you've taken to Europe and maybe not other parts of the world?
Well, I have a personal interest in Europe. Before I knew I was going to be doing this, I got a degree in European history. My family and cultural roots are from Europe, and I see my mission right now as a travel teacher is to inspire Americans to venture beyond Orlando. I just think Americans need to get out there and get to know the other 96% of humanity, and I see Europe as the wading pool for world exploration for most Americans.
And what does that travel do for people in the broader sense, aside from being a tourist and seeing what's there?
Well, there's two kinds of travel. There's kind of recreation and escapism, and there's travel that gets you out of your comfort zone and broadens your perspective, and I think a healthy mix of that is good. So I like to go to places that challenge my perceptions, challenge my ethnocentricity, and these days I think America is more ethnocentric than it's been in a long time, and ethnocentricity is a dangerous thing. It makes us fearful. And there's powerful forces that'll take advantage of our fear, and I think Americans got to stop being so afraid.
And so by the travel, you're saying in essence that it opens people's eyes to other people and how they live.
Exactly. For me, travel is a way to get to know the other 96% of humanity. And it's I think it's fun when you travel. You get to compare notes, and you get to see how other people are dealing with the same challenges that we're struggling with. It can be fun things about life, or it can be serious challenges. And Americans, I think we think we're exceptional. And I think the only thing exceptional about us is our ability to think we're exceptional. Because we're so darn ethnocentric, you see.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah.
So you've concentrated on Europe. What is it about Europe rather than maybe Asia or other parts of the world that maybe you aren't quite so interested in?
Oh, my favorite country is India. And next month I'm going to Guatemala and Ethiopia. But as a teacher and as a businessman, I'm doing Europe. And as I said, I want to inspire Americans not to go to Uganda or not to go to Nepal, but to go to Portugal, go to Ireland. It's a nice first step. And then after that, you get confident, you realize this world's a fun place, it's my playground, and you get out there. But you'll come home with a broader perspective. And I'm really concerned that Americans are too afraid of the world. When I started teaching, we said bon voyage. And now what do we say? Have a safe trip. When was the last time anybody said bon voyage to you? It used to be the standard thing. And now it's have a safe trip, we'll pray for you. Are you sure you want to go over there considering all that's happening? You've got kids, come on. So what I really feel is the most frightened people are the people buried deep in the middle of our big country with no passport, whose worldview is shaped by too much commercial news. And they're just frightened. It is safer now to travel than it's ever been in our lifetime, period.
When you are deciding which countries, which cities you will revisit, you are really going as a student to learn more about them?
I'm going as a businessman whose work is teaching, so in order to be a good teacher, I have to be a student. But I have to factor in, what is my assignment? I spend 4 months a year in Europe, every year. I've done that since I was a kid. April and May in the Mediterranean area. I go home in June, and then July and August north of the Alps. And I divide that time between working with my tour program. We took 30,000 people around Europe last year on 1,200 different tours. I do it for my TV work. It takes us 6 days to produce one of our public television TV shows, and I have to produce 12 of those every 2 years. So that's 40 days of filming a year. And I do it as a solo traveler working on my guidebooks. And that's what I do with most of my time. Probably 2/3 of my time 80 days a year. I'm alone in these great places all over Europe with local guides, with my notepad, asking questions, learning, tasting, experiencing, making mistakes, taking careful notes. When I get ripped off, I celebrate because they don't know who they just ripped off. I'm going to learn that scam, put it into the book, and next year people go, I know what you're up to.
Yeah. Give us one takeaway as somebody who hasn't ventured forth to travel beyond the borders of their own state.
One takeaway is the world is a beautiful place. It's filled with love, it's filled with wonderful people. And if you never venture beyond our own borders, you will never know.
Bye.